Hello there, and welcome to Talking Schmidt. I'm your host, Eric Schmidt. I'm joined by my good friend and co-host, Evan Altschuler. Elkham. There we go.
The Elkman. They call me the Elkman.
They call you the Elkman. Well, Elkman
today.
Elkman, welcome to the show.
No problem, T-Bone.
Yeah, so what's up with daylight savings time? The sun set at noon today.
So the sunset. My favorite thing about daylight savings time is that they came up with it.
Yeah.
Like 100 years ago, like
Thanks,
they came
farmers.
up with it, and they had to tell everybody about it, which I think is amazing. Like in an age before like television and the internet and Twitter, like everyone had to like go door to door and be like, the president says that at 2 o'clock it's 2 o'clock again, and it's going to stay 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. Everyone was like, what are you talking about?
Is that really how it happened?
It's exactly how it happened.
But it was created by farmers, right?
I mean,
Are we actually talking about? Are we talking about something educational here, or are we joking around?
why are they mutually exclusive?
I don't know.
I was very.
Do you actually know the story?
In 1918, the then president thought that it would be a good idea to implement daylight savings time. And
Was that Hoover?
Pitched it. It might have been Hoover.
Okay.
I'm thinking Hoover.
If only there was some way to find out.
I know. Well, in Hoover's day, there wouldn't be, and that's my point.
Oh, okay. So they had that. So we're in daylight savings time now, and it gets dark very early. Do you think people get sad about that?
I'm sad about it, so yes. If
If
you're anything like me, you're pretty sad about it.
Is there anything we could do to cheer you up?
Yeah.
Don't answer that.
Okay. That's a bigger discussion.
Speaking of which, I went to Meat Week a couple of weeks ago. Do you know what Meat Week is?
No, and I'm bummed I missed it.
Yeah, it was great. It was like this. It was this big celebration where they had a bunch of different kind of meats and like farmers, like we were talking about just a moment ago.
Right, meat farmers.
Meat farmers.
Yeah.
They would bring.
Nothing like getting a big fresh piece of meat off the chain. You just you bite right into it like an apple.
Yeah.
Nice meat.
Like a meat apple.
Like a meat apple. Yeah, no. That was my nickname before it was the Elkman. I was the meat apple.
So anyway, that was great. Meat
Elkman.
Week. We went to Meat Week.
Wait, so where was Meat Week? Where did they hold it? In like
It was
a factory?
downtown. No,
Like
it was at the city winery.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
fancy.
So they had little
I
booths.
love the city winery.
Yeah, they had little booths set up, and you'd go up, and they had like a signature cocktail to go with everything that
Very
you
nice.
tried, like all the little meats. And I didn't really understand how the margaritas went with the ribs, but it was pretty.
I don't
darn
argue
good.
when someone puts either of those things in front of me. They all go with everything I'm doing. Why is Meat Week a
Hey, I asked some questions here. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Thanksgiving's coming up in a few weeks.
God, you can't stop that train, can
All
you?
right, listen. I'm going to do the talking for a second.
Or can you?
All right.
All right, no, I'm sorry. Continue.
So Thanksgiving's coming up. What's your favorite like Thanksgiving thing that you ate growing up?
Sweet potatoes. Oh boy.
Was it like in a casserole or?
I'll take them however you got them. I'll take them right off the meat tree. Bite into it. Oh boy. See, get a margarita. Delicious.
my mom made the most delicious growing up. The best whiskey sours you've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Top
Oh boy.
notch.
Yeah. And you'd have like on the wall, you'd have the little lines where you fell down each year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was nice.
Speaking of fine liquors.
Sure.
Do you like any kinds of seasonal beers? You know, in
Sure,
the fall?
yeah, all of them. What do you got? You got something under the
I
No,
just wanted to know if you were interested in it.
I'm very interested. I'm interested in that. Meat Week. I got a lot to talk about. I wish we had more time that we could have this discussion.
Me too. That reminds me. We got to cut to a commercial.
Really? Right now?
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
Are you bummed?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Okay.
extremely
What would
bummed.
you have talked about if we had more time? This will all get cut out.
Okay. Well, in that case.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give it to me.
I would talk about the other day. I had a weird thing happen. Had that ready to go.
Okay. What was it?
I had a really rough night and morning.
Okay.
That involved. I hadn't eaten in like a day, 2
Awesome.
days. It was really bad. I hadn't slept. Everything was terrible. And I went out to breakfast with my parents, and the food and the guy never put our order in, and it came an hour late. And he was bringing our food to the table when I had to leave to go to where I was going. And I was on my way, and I had to take a cab and the train and the bus and just that whole thing where you're commuting there. And I got to my destination. I'm on the street that I was going to, and I'm walking, and I'm like right on time, and I'm like, at least I have this. When all of a sudden I'm walking under scaffolding, and this guy just pours a bucket of water all over me. And I'm the only person in the world who that's happening to at that time, and everybody else in the world is looking at me. And they're like, oh my God, what's he gonna do? You know, like this guy, like something's like, let's wait for this reaction. It's gonna be great. And I'm just standing there and I like kind of like, my eyes like go dead and I just kind of keep walking. And then I just go, "Ugh!" and like scream louder than everyone's ever screamed combined into New York City. And everyone just looks at me like, is that guy gonna murder us all? And there are these like kids, these like high school like thug kids standing on the sidewalk, and they're like kind of blocking where I need to go. And I do this thing where like, if there's a way to close up on my face right now, you're gonna love this. And I'm just like sort of, and I'm walking, and these kids are like what's going on? And I look at them like right in their eyes, like, and I'm just like, and I kind of look straight at them, and I kind of look like just like this. And I like bump elbows with them as if to say like, if you want to start something, I will murder you right here, right now, because you don't want to mess with me today. I might be like 5'7" and the nerdiest Jewish kid you've ever seen in your life has never done sports and has mom call him out of gym class, but today I will murder you.
Well, all right.
I'm having a good day today.
Okay, good. Well, we'll be right back with comedian Nick Vatterott, so stay tuned, everybody.
All right.